Okay, let's add a bit of godly truth to this situation, shall we? Well, to the Vineyard Church trying to take me to HR. I was starting to say in the last video that if people come to me saying, oh, there's somebody speaking about us and what we've been doing in church in a negative way online, the first question would be, okay, is what the person said correct? Yeah, they're saying you've done things that are wrong. Well, did you? If the answer is, well, actually, don't know. Well, then check. That's the first point. If you have audios of the videos of the sermons, then check them first. Check them. Yeah, because of course, these people, they work for a while on their sermons, so they probably have their sermon on the computer, so they can probably check what was said, right? Without even going to the audio, they can probably check. They probably got it on there. So easy enough to check whether what was said was true or not. So if it's true, deal with it. Because if it's true, you might not like the way the person did it, but the fact that what the person said was right. So you should address that situation with God. If the answer is no, what the person is saying is wrong, then okay, why would you be offended? If somebody's saying bad things about our church, well, okay, and they're lying. What about when someone says good things about our church but they're lying? Do we get offended by that? No. So why would we get offended by anyone who's going to take notice of bad things that are said and lies? Okay, if they choose not to come to our church, that's okay. If that's their reason for not coming to our church, then that's fine. If they want to judge us by the comments of someone else and not by us, then that's okay. Yeah. So again, why would we need to do anything? We don't. Now, of course, if someone is coming to the church, again, it's the same point. First of all, is what is said true? If what is said is true, address it. Maybe have a chat with the person and say, in future, can you bring it to us rather than. And if the person says, well, I've been doing that, but you're not been responding, okay, that's something that we need to improve. Okay, so we can learn, we can improve upon that, great. So again, Archie needs to look at himself and say, well, maybe that's something he can improve upon because, most of the things I've spoken about, I have actually brought to him and he's not been willing to engage. So therefore, Now, again, if he engaged, would those videos not have been done? I can't tell you. The answer is yes or no, really, with regards to that, because I don't know. Probably they would still be done, because again, it would depend upon how long he took to engage on that, wouldn't it? Really? But actually, what I would then do is do a video talking about the fact that I've spoken to the pastor engaged, and that situation, as far as I know, has been sorted. So that's good. Well done. But I couldn't do that video, could I? Again, it's like I was saying with regards to other churches, especially the other church. Don't bitch about me saying negative things about your church. If your church is doing negative shit, do good things, do things according to God, then what am I going to be talking about? The good stuff. Right? I'm going to be talking about the good stuff because you're doing good stuff. Right? I've spoken well about the cafe church that they do. Why? Because that's good. Yes? Well, there you go. So I speak about the good things that they do. Yeah, okay. I spoke a bit about the Easter egg thing because, again, sorry, bringing pagan crap into the church is not good. It's not good. But you're going to have that if your view is you're supposed to be serving the community. You're going to be looking at the interests of the community and what they want rather than what God wants. And so, but that's true. And so, therefore, that should be highlighted. If you've got church bringing in things that are, pagan belief things about fertility, bringing that into the church, then, yeah, that should be highlighted and saying, well, excuse me, don't. That's not bad. That's good. Look at Paul's writings. And Paul's writings, yeah. Again, sorry, you've got a problem with what I'm doing. Have a chat with the pastor at the River Church and don't join the thing they do on the 4th of July because he believes that Paul knew exactly that his messages, his letters, would be part of the new covenant. So he is talking about the church in Corinth and what they're doing. And that is made for thousands of years for people to read how dodgy that church was in Corinth, how bad they were doing things, right? I don't think my videos will probably stand the test of time for 2,000 years. And if they did, I'm pretty sure that there'd be bigger things that people are going to focus on than that. So, there you go. I don't think my videos would be part of the teaching. Although the way the church is now, yeah, they could very well be. They could very well be. Yeah. Well, if we get right, then how not to go, away from God and, what it looks like to go away from God. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But there you go. Do things according to God and, respond according to wills and ways of God. And then, you deal with the situation rather than make it worse.